This is the Horse Radio Network.
This is episode 380 of the Stable Scoop Radio Show, Equestrian Collections 2015 Holiday Gift Guide. Please support our sponsors as they make this show possible.
Our sponsors this week are Equestrian Collections and Sparkle and Boom. This is the Equestrian Collections 2015 Holiday Gift Guide, brought to you by the Horse Radio Network and Equestrian Collections. Fun holiday picks and great gift ideas for all the equestrians in your life, large and small, two-legged and four-legged, and everything in between. But first, let's get started with Helena's favorite holiday song from Templeton Thompson.
Christmas and hoping that you're warm and home and safe, surrounded by your herd, singing peace on earth and happy ye holidays. Well, the snow was softly.
This is Glenn the Geek.
And this is Helena B. And you're listening to the Stable Scoop Radio Show on the Horse Radio Network.
Well, happy Thanksgiving and happy shopping, everyone.
Happy.
Thanksgiving's coming up. Of course, Black Friday is here already. Can you believe it's the end of the year?
No.
I know. I'm just shocked, but it is that exciting
time of year.
You mean
it's not still July?
I know. That's what I was thinking.
It was.
Actually. But, Helena and I is one of our favorite shows to do every year because we both love to shop and we love products, is the Equestrian Collections Gift Guide. This is our, I think, 7th or 8th year we've done this now.
Yeah, we started out with this pretty much right off the bat.
Yeah, I think this was early on, but one of our first years we were doing this. And early on, we had the founder of Equestrian Collections with us, and she is back. We have Chris back with us. Hi, Chris.
Well, hi there. How are you guys? Happy Thanksgiving.
We are so excited to do this because we love holiday shopping and we love Equestrian Collections. And, we've been doing this so long, I feel like we know most of the products.
Well, I think you do. You probably either know them or you've bought them or you'd like to buy them, hopefully, right?
She's got us pegged. We know them or we own them. It's
That's
true.
Right.
Or, we get to know them first and then we eventually own just about everything.
And, one of the things in putting this together, Chris, and I want to talk to you a little bit about the guides that you've put together because they're so great. But one of the things I've noticed when putting this together, and I'm sure Helena noticed the same thing, is from when we started doing this 7-8 years ago together, is the choices people have now in every category. I was looking at riding coats and breeches and boots. There are a ton more choices in every category now than there were 8 years ago.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely true. I think when we first started in the industry, like a lot longer than 8 years ago, there was very little, and we were really a small industry serving equestrians. And now, my goodness, we've all grown up. We're right along there with major apparel in terms of technical riding apparel. Just the standard of every single thing that we do and that we offer to our customers is just light years away from 8 years ago or 5 years ago, for that matter.
That's true. And, I want to, if you're new to this episode and have not heard it before, you're a new listener to the show. This is the episode where Chris and Helena and I bring you products that we think would make great holiday gifts. And we're covering it. We're covering the gamut here from grandmas to kids to spouses to guys out there to trainers. We got ideas for everybody. And these are just our picks, ones we think would be fun for holiday gifts. We've been doing this, as I said, every year. You can find, we don't expect you to remember them all either. So you can find pictures and links to Equestrian Collections of all the products we talk about today at stablescoop.com. The episode for this episode number 380. You'll see links, so you don't have to remember them. You can just go to stablescoop.com and follow the link, or you can go directly to equestriancollections.com and check out all the guides that Chris is going to explain to us now. What are the guides?
Okay, this is like very much like if you go into a magazine, like In Style magazine or any of your favorite magazines at this time of year, and they do these wonderful full-page guides where they always fascinate me. So you can go shop for him, shop for her, and so on. And I find them really helpful, but a little limiting. So what we wanted to produce this year was something that looked just like that because everybody loves them. But we also wanted to give a lot more value and a lot more options. So when you click on the one, go see the beautiful looking guide. Underneath it, also there's pages of things that we actually have handpicked specially for that audience. So if you're looking for kids, there's lots more kids things that we've pulled together that you wouldn't normally be able to kind of pull together on any website. So we're trying to give you all the look and feel of a beautiful glossy magazine on the website, and then just lots and lots more choices.
Well,
there are lots of choices.
And Helena, you know how much work these are. I mean,
I do. Oh my God, do I ever? You guys must have started this a few years ago.
Probably
Not
seems
quite
that way.
long, but it feels like it.
Yeah, exactly. Probably seems that way.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're terrific. I think they're good for somebody like me who takes about 5 minutes to shop and wants to get it all done in 4. They're perfect.
Oh, cool. Good to hear.
Yeah. And for ideas too, because sometimes you just get stuck. Like, especially for horsey people who you're like, all right, I know so-and-so, I ride with her, I train with her, we're friends with her, she's a relative who has horses, but you really don't know what somebody has. You're like, what am I going to get this person that makes a good gift?
Right.
Like
it's the perfect gift, right? Everyone's looking for that thoughtful, perfect gift within the budget. And that's always a challenge because you want to get it right, every time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you mentioned budget too, and that's one of the things I like about your gift guides is it covers all budgets. I mean, from less than $10 on up. A lot of times you see these and the stores want to really push you toward the product that's $300, $400, $500 when you have a person in your life that you've mentally budgeted $20 for, right? So those sometimes are the hardest to buy for. Yeah,
they are, and then on the regular website you go and you just don't know where to start. Where do I go? How do I get that $20 gift? Is it going to be right? And so what we've tried to do is really put our thinking caps on, and also we all sat down and said, what would we like, and what have we given in the past that works really, really well. And for the barn buddy, for the horse in your life, for the man in your life, and so on. And so we had an awful lot of fun putting it together, and then trying to make it so that, that we could bring everything that we like to the table. And that's what we've done this year.
Well, good job. And Helena, I want you to know I've budgeted $22 for you. So.
Thanks. Well, that's more than I budgeted for you. Nothing.
All right, let's get started. And Chris, you have the first one, and this one is actually from your grandma guide, which I thought was fun.
Yes, I'm totally insulted that you actually put that first.
I did.
Really, the grandma guide. I know we go back a long way together, and I know I am a grandma, but still, you could have put it at the bottom. But this is one that we really wanted to do because that's what lights up our customer service lines this time of year. It's people say, I'm a grandmother, I have granddaughters that ride, and I want to make sure that I get it right. But I really don't know a thing about riding. Or I do know a thing about riding, but I still don't know what to buy. So we went ahead, and first guide that we did actually was the Grandma Gift Guide. And it's, it's really kind of cute, and we found the perfect, picture of the grandmother that everybody, thinks of when you close your eyes and think of grandmothers. So we kind of felt as though it was kind of humorous and just lots of fun. So that's one of our first guides that we created, and the pick that you have for me, I think, we had was Briar Plush Chloe Care for Me Set Vet Set, and it's a really neat Briar product, which at this time of year you cannot go wrong with a Briar product, right? Either a Briar horse or a soft plush toy like this. anything and everything they do is amazing. So this was one that we thought was be particularly nice for a kid that's a little younger, that loves horses, into ponies, but also they can do a lot with it because it comes with, you know, the little stethoscope, the little brush, a little hoof pick, even with the little hypodermic syringe. Which
I was wondering about that.
They're going to love that. You know,
That's awesome. That is so cool.
I love that the hypodermic syringe in the picture is sticking out its butt.
And it even whinnies. If you give her a shot, she actually makes
Does it
an
kick
appropriate
too
noise.
when you give it a shot?
Oh my God, I love it.
And its tail kind of swishes around when its hooves are picked, and she makes a nice little noise. If you actually treat her nice and, you know, brush her mane, she makes an appropriate, nice sighing noise. So
I want this. I'm not
fun.
kidding. I totally want this.
I know. I was tempted myself. I thought, maybe I can get one for my granddaughter and keep it.
I know. I'm getting it for Grace. Oh,
I can see every kid. I mean, you got ages, 3 to 10. This is perfect.
It's just super cute. Yeah.
And, you know, and you really can, apparently, with the stethoscope, the heart beats when you go to check it. And, you know, it's kind of cool. That's pretty neat.
It is.
And this is unusual for Breyer. They usually don't have things that, you know, are battery operated. They don't usually do that, but this is cool for them to branch out a little bit.
Yeah,
and bring the kids into the action. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they also do of course, all the Breyer ornaments now, which years ago they didn't, and they've just got so popular and just, again, that attention to detail that Breyer has, everything that they do. And you can see why now it's multi-generational, right? You've got like 3 or 4 generations that just love Breyer and collect them, or, you know, they want to give them on and really pass that experience on to their granddaughters, and you know that they will in turn keep on passing it on. It's really just Breyer's just a wonderful thing.
Well, this is the Breyer plush Chloe Care For Me vet set, and you can find it.
I'm glad you said that because I did not want to say that again.
It's $39.99, so it's the right price for a gift for the kids. So you can check it out again at equestriancollections.com. Let's head off to the apparel guide, someplace you're a little more comfortable than the grandma guide, and with your next product.
Exactly. Okay. Well, this one. I have to tell you that I actually own this myself. Not quite sure I look quite as beautiful in it as the model, but this is a coat that when I go to horse shows and so on, I see it out there all the time. What they've done is, I guess the word for it is haute sports couture. So it's like a sport, but like high fashion, but it's in the sports industry. And what they did was, Asmar took this wonderful new approach to things by not copying what is already out there. What they did is we want high fashion, but it has to be absolutely functional and look amazingly good. So what it does is you can wear this coat, you can wear it at the barn, you can get on your horse with it, and then it has zippers at the back, and it opens up the entire back, and it kind of flows over your saddle. So that if it's raining and you don't want to get your saddle wet and so on, it just is part of the design. And yet once you put it all kind of back, you can go out, you can go to grocery shopping, or to the theater. I mean, this thing is stunning to look at. It's just the most wonderful thing. I don't know if you've seen it, Helena, or you've actually owned one, but it's incredible, and washes in cold water, just like, you know, mine must have been in the washing machine dozens and dozens of times, and it's perfect. It's one of my most favorite things I have in my closet.
We're talking
I think I'm going to have to lobby to bring this into my closet somehow. It's
over my $22 budget. I'm just saying.
Yes, that's fine. I'll just ask Buck. I'll just bat my eyes at him. I love that. Well, first of all, it's very feminine fitted, you know, so I think it'll look nice on a number of different body types. But I love the fact that it unzips in the back so that I can, lift it up and flap it right over the back of my saddle. If only because because, I do like to wear a longer coat when I'm riding in the winter. That little bit of extra layer material helps keep my thighs warmer. And, but I cannot stand it when my jacket, even my show coat, gets stuck behind my tush in the back of my saddle. So I really like the zip option. It's a really functional piece of outerwear. Well done, Asmar. I gotta own this.
And we're talking about the Asmar Ladies all-weather riding coat is what we're talking about.
Spectacular is the word I would use.
And what colors does it come in? Do you know, Chris?
This particular one just comes in plum.
Okay.
But they have different types of coat that looks similar. There's a plaid one. There's other colors, as black one, of course, but not quite the same as this particular style. It's something that they consider a core piece of their collection now. And then I think each year they've added a shorter version of it. This is something that's going to be, just part of, basically an iconic piece, really, that will really, it is what their brand is. It was one of their first creations, and it's become a classic very quickly. And I think it will continue to stay in their collection for years to come, and it should. It's amazing.
Okay, and the plum color is a nice. I don't want to call it a neutral, but plum looks good on a lot of people.
Yeah, and it's an attractive. It's not overly plummy. It's right. It's more darky plummy.
It's neutrally
plummy.
Yes,
it's darky plummy. That's exactly right.
That's my
making up our own names.
Expert description there.
Yeah.
It's also available extra small through 2X, so it has a lot of sizes there available. It's the Asmar Ladies all-weather riding coat. And now we come up to Helena's first pick of the day. Speaking of coats.
Yep. My very first pick, which is, again, this is all about, you can tell it's our first cold day here in New England, at least in my part of the region. I chose something that I have worn before. I don't currently own one because sadly it was lost, but it's the it's the Shire's Clifton frock coat. So it's most appropriate for fox hunting. It's wool. It's nicely heavy without being cumbersome, and it is perfectly appropriate for wearing during formal season if you are a fox hunter.
What did you like about it?
It was warm. It was warm, but it wasn't bulky. Sometimes and it wasn't restrictive. It's
some
not
wool coats are tough to move in.
And they don't, typically these traditional wool coats don't have stretch like your show coats and your competition coats of today. So it has to be very well fitting, or it has to be designed well so that it fits you nicely without being restrictive. And I found that this one really did that.
It's $269. It comes in black, and it has many different sizes you can find. And the other thing we wanted to mention too, Chris, is that this would qualify for the free shipping offer. Tell us about that.
Yes, we have a special offer just, in fact, for your radio show. That's free shipping on any order of $79 or over. And we've made the coupon code easy to remember. It's Get Gifted, all one word, put them together. Get Gifted, and that way you get the gift that you want, free shipping. That's what everybody wants, and that's what we really have strived to come in at a great price point for that for you, so that basically most orders that you'd want to place on Equestrian Collections, you're going to be able to get it free shipped. And we know that's really important for our shoppers. So that's what we strive to do, and it's an exclusive for your listeners.
That's terrific.
That's wonderful. Yes, please, listeners, if you have any ideas of fox hunting in the future, this is a really good value. It's a great coat. It's just, you plug and play. You buy it, you put it on, you throw on a stock tie, and you are perfectly outfitted for the hunt field. I love the price.
Thank you, Helena. And my first pick, I have to look after the guys, all right? So my picks today are definitely going to be looking after the men in your life, whether they're horse people or horse husbands. This will apply to both of them. And I did not realize this. Talk about companies having more products and more products all the time. And one of them is Noble Outfitters. Geez, when Noble Outfitters first started, they had a backpack. You know, it was.
Yeah, we did it. We had it on the show.
We did it on the show. We had a.
Yep.
We owned that bag. I still use that backpack when I fly. I carry my that's my briefcase. But now they have 1 million products, and one of the lines of products I didn't know about till I looked at Equestrian Collections yesterday was their knife collection, and that's pocket knives or different kinds of knives. And they have. I didn't realize they had all of these.
Oh yeah, they do. This company is it's truly amazing where they've come from just that one or two products that they used to have, as you say, and now they do a whole range of products that are equestrian, but kind of just step outside a little bit into being pure outfitters. And every single product is you look at it and go, oh, why wasn't that created before? Or, my goodness, look at the quality. It's always something special. And, it's just an incredible company, and one that is in every store I go in. There's something by Noble now. It's become a run-of-the-mill brand in terms of everybody knows it.
In a very short time.
In a very short time, yes.
Well, they have a thoughtful product development team. I mean, their products are problem solvers.
Yes,
and
exactly.
I think that takes off very quickly. When you solve someone's problem, word gets out very quickly.
Well, they have on Equestrian Collections, you can find 9 of their different pocket knives. The one I really like, in case anybody is thinking Christmas gifts, is the Noble Outfitters Straight Flush Knife Wood Grain. You have a wood grain one that's really nice. It's only $29, Alina. So I'm just saying that's really cool. And most of the knives you have from $19. The most expensive one goes up to $50. So you can find a little... For the ladies out there, they have a pink viper knife, which is really cute. So that you can,
and every woman should carry a knife.
Yeah,
everybody. I think everybody. No, I mean it.
No, I'm serious too.
Yes, because a knife can. This is going to sound totally sexist, but it's not. If you get yourself in a situation where you're stuck, and I mean physically, like you're twisted up, you're tied up. It's just so much easier to cut stuff away than it is to try to lift it up and away.
Well, when as a carriage driver, it's almost a requirement that you carry a very heavy-duty knife on your carriage.
Yes.
Because if the horse flips over and the cart flips over, you can't get the harness off. You have to cut that harness.
That's what I mean. Just rather than trying to wrestle with whatever kind of mess you have on your hand, whether it's fencing, wood fencing, wire fencing, vines, a panicky horse. I had a horse once get a tree root stuck wedged in between his hoof and his shoe. And it's a lot easier to just take that knife out and start hacking away at the root than it is to try and wiggle your horse's hoof out of that. So anyway, point being, this is not just for men.
Talking about boyfriends, then, is what I'm getting here.
Hey, you know what? If that fits.
Equestrian Collections, you can find all of the Noble Outfitters knives, and they're really good prices, actually. And if it's Noble Outfitters, it's a really good quality product as well.
And we have actually every single product that Noble Outfitters has. It's always available on Equestrian Collections, the entire collection. That's really kind of what we're all about, is not just picking here and there, cherry picking people's lines like Noble. We always have the entire collection up for people to shop. So if you like their knives, maybe you like their shirts and their apparel and their boots and all the things that they do. So that's what we like to do, is present to all of our shoppers the entire collection for them to take a look at.
Well, Chris, for us, next you have from the Boots Guide, all the different kind of boots. You have the Mountain Horse Sovereign Field Boot and the ladies version.
Those are gorgeous.
I do. And the reason that we picked this was that, first of all, it's kind of a dream gift, I think. You look at it and go, my goodness, I would really like to have them. But there's one of the members of our staff, Lauren, who does a lot of our marketing with us and everything like that. She always looks like she should be in marketing because she's so stylish, looks stunning. And every time she wears these boots, I look and go, oh, my God, did you get yourself another pair of boots? And she'll look and she'll go, Chris, it's the Mountain Horse Sovereign Field Boots. I said, but they look like custom, right? They just look amazing. The more you wear them, they just look stunning. And I fall for it every time because maybe it's my memory is going since I'm a grandmother, but it's like a whole experience because she puts them on with different outfits. It looks like high fashion. She can wear it with a long skirt. She wears them to ride. They're real riding boots, but they still have this wonderful high fashion look that look like custom. And that's what they look like, a pair of custom boots. And, as I say, I just had to pick this because she looks so great in them. And I know she's an event rider. She actually really uses them. These things hold up. They're stunning. Everything that you would want them to be. So that was what the pick was about, of knowing that anyone that's a fashionista, equestrian fashionista, but actually wants to use the boots and ride, these are just outstanding.
These would be perfect for me because I've owned 2 pairs of Mountain Horse boots. One, and they lasted me so long that the only reason I don't wear the first pair anymore is because they are kind of out of style now because I had them so long, but they're in such good shape. And it really makes me happy to see Mountain Horse getting a little bit more chic. They're putting some contemporary couture-ish designs into their footwear. So now their design styles match the durability, so they're not so much a rough and tumble type of brand anymore. They still have the durability, but they've definitely stepped up with the times. And this is a perfect illustration of that evolution in their company. And you know what? The color in the photograph that I'm looking at it's a rich dark brown. Those would go great with any color breech, whether it's white, khaki, tan, even a navy or charcoal. I can't see anybody putting these on and not looking absolutely fabulous.
And that's right. It's kind of a two-tone boot as well. And, and the grain on the leather you touch it, it's soft, but it's also, it wears and wears and wears. So it's a boot that you can buy and actually ride in every single day if you want to. It's not good. It doesn't seem to wear out, but still you can wear it for work, which she does. And it's like, wow, look at that thing. They're just, as I say, they're stunning. They truly are. So that would be something that I think any woman would want to be unwrapping in front of the tree at college.
Yeah, guys are going to get brownie points for this one.
Big brownie points. Big brownie points. So that's the Mountain Horse Sovereign Field Boots for ladies.
$350 right now with free shipping if you use the coupon code GETGIFTED. All right, let's head off to the next product, and it looks like we are heading in the direction of the Dream Gifts Guide and another jacket.
Yes, this is part of a collection, actually, that kind of all goes together, but it's what they would call a must-have embellished competition jacket, in that it's one of these things, you pick it up, you look at the quality, you try it on, and it seems to fit everybody that we've tried it on in their size. This jacket not just has worked, but makes them look kind of more slender. It wraps around the body beautifully. It moves when you move. It moves beautifully with you. There's none of that kind of tugging back and forth, and it's gorgeous. It has that little bit of spandex in it.
And this one's from Horsewear too, right, Chris?
Yeah,
okay.
It is. And, lots of people don't know that Horseworks, everyone, of course, knows them for Rambo and their blanket lines, but they have a actually extensive line now of children's and ladies' riding apparel, and kind of more sports apparel that you can ride in. So high fashion, again, they've got a top-notch European designer that designs all their clothing line, and she does a brilliant job. So, I think this is where you see the equestrian industry having evolved from particularly show coats, which were, let's face it, they were wool, they were hot, they didn't give, didn't look great, into something that is truly, it's a technology piece in terms of it really works when you ride. It's designed to ride in. It's wonderful. It's waterproof.
And it's
breathable.
affordable. I mean, that's the other big
thing. It's affordable and machine washable. So all the things that were wrong about a jacket before are now right. And this is one, as I say, every time we take a look at it and actually have people come in, which we do a lot, have people come in and have real riders try clothing on, so that we can really make sure that certain pieces work well. This one just shines, and we always love it. And it comes in a really nice gray, and in a black. So if you want to be a little bit, more edgy in our very traditional industry, go for the gray. If you don't, then you certainly got the black. So. And
it's only $129, which for a quality washable show coat is definitely worth the money.
Yep.
Horseware. That's what I mean about what I said at the beginning of the show. All of these choices now that you never had before. You had one or two. Now you have dozens of different options. Yeah. And this comes in sizes extra small through large for the ladies.
Right. And the sizing is good. So if you take a large in your regular streetwear, a large is perfectly fine. In this, so that's always good to know. It's not kind of the European kind of size where you have to go up 6 sizes to actually fit in the jacket. That's not the case with this one.
Let's head off now to Guy's World, and you have from the Guy's Guide, the Noble Outfitters again, Generations Fitted Shirt, and in this case, I was taking a look at the plaid ones because they're really cool.
Yeah, they are. It's the standard when we don't know what to buy for men, right?
Right.
We always think, men can always do with another shirt.
Actually, I think it's because you think we look like crap, and you're just trying to help. See, that's what I really think the true story is. No comment there.
You look quite good last time I saw you.
Oh, okay, good. I'm glad to hear it.
But, I think the nice thing about it, with this particular shirt, we like it because, to be frank, we don't get it back very often because it fits so well. So it's got this kind of nice stretch to it. It's got back pleats that just kind of give it a little bit more ease of movement, which is nice. And then it's kind of longer sleeves and a little bit longer length. So no matter what, you're going to look good in it. So
I got to tell you, the plaid shirts, and I think, this is kind of has a Western plaid look, and I think everybody kind of knows what that is. And one thing you just said that drives me insane is when I have I would call this a dress shirt, a tuck-in shirt. When I have a tuck-in shirt and it doesn't stay tucked in, it's not quite long enough. That drives me crazy. I hate that. So I'm glad to hear they're a little longer.
They're a little bit longer, and they're I would say kind of that quintessential what you think of as a slightly Western men's shirt.
I would wear these.
It.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
I would wear these.
They've really nailed it, which is typical, I think, of them. And then they've done some little extra things, like they've got ventilation eyelets in the back. They've kind of modernized it, which is the way they approach everything, right? It's a shirt, there's a billion of them out there, but we're going to make this one a little bit special because we know what people are going to do in it. They're going to, be hefting hay bales in it. They're going to be getting hot in it. They're going to be riding in it. And so what they've tried to do is go, okay, so it's the shirt, but now we're going to really make it work for riding and work about the barn. And that's exactly what they did.
At $49.99, they come in a multitude of different colors. There's a bunch of different, about 10 different colors, and they from small to 2XL. So you can find them in all the different sizes. This is Horse Husband approved. Just saying. All right, let's head over to now. We're going to be heading to the Kids Guide. Sam, we're going to talk about the Carrots Sit and Tight, or Sit tight and warm Wind Pro breeches. Jeez.
Yeah.
You did these to make me try and say them, is what you did.
Exactly. It's a kind of a long title for a pair of breeches, but these things have been around a long time in terms of, it's probably their fifth or sixth year of having these things. And the Wind Pro breeches, they keep out the wind and water also. So if it's wet and kind of that damp, drizzly stuff out there that kids still want to insist on riding in, or if the wind's blowing, these things are going to keep your child warm and dry while they ride. And comes in a variety of colors. What I like about them, I think more than anything else, is that it enables them to go out and ride. Right now, lots of the lessons around where we are in Virginia, people are going inside and beginning to, go into the indoor ring and having to do their lessons in there on their ponies. And, indoors are classically freezing cold and actually colder than the outside. And all these little frozen kids on their ponies. And, this is something that I have bought my granddaughter. I'm admitting to be a grandmother here, but I can't tell you how many pairs of these for my granddaughter to ride in, because they work and they stay in place. The proportions of them are perfect for the smaller little girl that's riding. That they put them on, they feel warm, and they forget about them. But we don't forget, because we see our kids out there as warm as can be. And nice thing about them is throw them in the washing machine, and you barely need to put them in the dryer. They're out, they're dry almost as you take them out the washing machine, and you can turn them right round again for the next lesson. So they're perfect. They're a little more pricey than maybe some versions, because they are the real Wind Pro fleece at $79.99, but they are an absolute must-have if you're riding anywhere on the East Coast, or up in Colorado or anywhere like that. When the weather's serious, these are serious too, and they really, really work.
Gracie has several pairs of these and has had them since she started riding. And as a mom who, is sitting in that indoor in the corner watching your kid go around, and they're half naked because they're like, Mom, I'm not cold. Who knows where their gloves are, their jackets half on, and they're all hot up there.
Yeah.
At least you know that her legs are warm. And even at the I don't know about your granddaughters, but my daughter has this, I don't want to feel it. It can't have seams. It can't bother me when I'm riding.
I wonder where she got that from.
Shut up, Glenn. So the Carrots is it's the only brand that keeps her warm. You can throw in the wash and doesn't bother her. And I'm like, and you know what? We recycle them. The moms down here, we recycle them among our friends. When one daughter grows out of them, somebody else has got their hand raised waiting to take the seconds. So, and the good thing too is the Carrot stuff does go on sale. It might be a little pricier to begin with, but you can pretty much guarantee their sale prices are going to be great.
Their sale prices are good, and the nice thing is what you just took your point. We can pass them down, and because they don't wear out, they're amazing. After a year or two's wear, the kids grown up and out of them, but they'll be fine for another couple of kids, which is amazing. So when you look at it like that, why get something that isn't real fleece, that is kind of just fleecy? Fleecy isn't what you want when it's 10 degrees. You want the Wind Pro fleece, and you want it to work well. So to my mind, this is the item that I would, and I will be actually putting for my granddaughter.
And they can't fight with you about this. They can take off their jackets, their hats, and their gloves.
They can't take off their pants.
But they can't take off the breeches. So you win. Huh?
Good point. Set at $79.99, it just qualifies for the free shipping.
Coupon it does.
Get coupon code
better,
Get
right?
Gifted. Get Gifted is the coupon code. This comes in 4 colors, and from small to extra large in the kid size. And of course, we all know and love Carrots, so that's good. I like that pick. It's it's approved. And, we are brought to you today by Helena's company as well, and that is Sparkle and Boom. And to tell us a little bit about what you've been up to, Helena.
Well, Sparkle and Boom is my own marketing firm, and for the last 13 years, I've been providing creative and practical marketing services to equestrian businesses specifically. Only recently I've expanded outside of the equestrian industry, but that's where my heart lies. And of course, that's where I have the most expertise. So we do everything from print ads, graphic design, logo design, website development, particularly e-commerce, and everything in between.
Fine.
And we do it with a budget because we know that horse people don't have unlimited budgets. So we have that financial empathy that we can work with.
And I got to tell you,
the name that you have is just terrific. I mean, Sparkle and Boom, it's fantastic.
Chris, I was thinking about that earlier today, actually, and I was thinking that is the perfect name because there have been times I've known Helena to Sparkle, and there have been times I've known her to Boom. So I know where she got that name now.
Well, there's a longer story to the origin of the name, and I'll have to tell it on another episode of Stable Scoop. But the tagline is, find your sparkle, get some boom. And the idea is to put a little professional polish on whatever it is, however you're marketing your business. You need to put a little professional polish on it, make it sparkle so that you get more boom in your bottom line. You want to bring business in the door, the right business in the door, the kind of business that affects your revenue, affects your bottom line. So Find your sparkle, get some boom.
And she has been doing all of the promotion, actually writing the press releases and doing most of the graphics for the Radiothon coming up on Monday morning. So we appreciate that too and doing a good job at it. I know that if I send it to Helena, it'll come back done. Matter of fact, I don't think I requested any revisions on anything you did for this whole Radiothon. You just got it.
The last email you sent back, this is not like Glenn, people, but the last email he sent back was, I sent you the press release, and he said, have I ever told you that I loved you? I think that is probably...
Because she makes it easy.
I've been doing this for more than 20 years. That's probably the best client response I've ever had.
Well, the Radiothon is proving to be a lot of work, 12 hours live. So coordinating 1,000 different pieces, and you've made it a lot easier. So it's sparkleandboom.com. And we've had some of our listeners now contacting you, wanting to get things done. So that's what Helena is here for, to help you. Yep. Speaking of Helena, you have your next pick?
I do have my next pick, and this is another super cool, innovative, problem-solving product. It is... well, I don't know if I want to call it a glove or a mitten, but it's by Horze, Horze. And it doesn't sound very nice, but it is very nice. Horze, Horze, kids snow 3-finger mittens. They're riding mittens, basically. And they have a thumb and a pinky and little reinforced patches where your reins go. So they're for kids. And it's just, again, talking about fighting with your kids to wear their gloves or to keep their hands warm when they're riding. These are kind of interesting, which, I think the curiosity, interesting factor might keep them on your little one's hands for a while. But it's a great compromise. It's a great compromise. I don't like to wear gloves if I don't have to. I hate to lose that. But, of course, I hate riding with cold hands. So, they're 3-finger mittens. I think it's just a great idea.
They are, because then smaller kids, it's much easier for them to get their fingers in. All 5 fingers is always a challenge, especially when it's cold, and especially when you're rushing to get your kid on the pony ready for the riding lesson. They can just slip their hands in. They get it right most of the time. And also the hands stay just a little bit warmer. That's been proven with the fingers all together than with the fingers all separated out in a more grown-up glove. So they actually are wonderful for adults as well as kids, that particular style.
And that's the Horze Kids Snow 3-Finger Mittens at $27.95. A great stocking stuffer. They come in a couple different colors, beetle khaki green and white. And one size fits most. So you can find that at Equestrian Collections as well. My next pick is also for the guys out there, and I happen to own one of these, and I absolutely love it. And I don't get to wear it as often as I did in the past, living in Florida, but I wear it when I come up to Ada, to Pennsylvania in January, because it's always freaking snowing when we come up there. So it's the Outback Oilskin Pathfinder jacket. This is the men's version, runs $177. If you ride at all and you don't own an Outback Oilskin jacket, then you are not one of the cool kids. Because the cool kids are all wearing these. I love this thing. It keeps you warm. The oilskin keeps you dry. Been out in all kinds of weather in this thing, snow, whatever. The pockets are big, which is important to stuff your gloves and stuff in, right? It's waterproof and breathable. It has the two-way zip closure and the kind of the storm placket that covers the zipper in the front. I just love this. It has the concealed pocket, so you can put your phone or your wallet or whatever in it. This one also has the adjustable waistband, so you can pull your waistband tight. So if it's really cold and windy and snowing, you can do that. It also has the rider's gusset in the back, so you can easily ride with this. I just love Outback products, and this particular coat is, I wish I almost had an opportunity to wear it more. No, I don't, actually, but I do like it.
Come up and visit me in the wintertime. I actually have the Duster version of this. It's long. I don't know if it's the Pathfinder, but it's long.
Yeah.
But I do have an Outback oilskin jacket, and that too is probably close to 16 years old, 18 years old, and it keeps me dry. Man, oh man, does it keep me dry. And it's got pockets. Somehow I end up putting really big and probably inappropriate things in those pockets.
I don't think we want to know, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, you tend to treat them like a purse.
Yeah.
Well, it becomes like a grooming box for me. I end up with hoof picks in there, and hoof picks, and the things that hold my, the clips for my fencing are in there. Brass snaps go in there. Everything goes in there.
Lunch goes in there.
Lunch.
Yeah. No, I love this. It's $177 from Outback. It's the Outback Oilskin Pathfinder jacket. Comes in kind of that blackish color.
Bronzy color.
Yeah,
I think
bronzy.
that blacky bronzy kind of color.
I think everybody knows what color that is from Outback. And
and then of course they have the hats that are also the oilskin hats that you can get to go kind of with them as well.
Very good. And now you have the next pick, and this is from the Dog Guide.
Yes. Well, we can't forget our dog, Henry. So this is just kind of it's a fun thing. This is a horse. I'm not quite sure what the thought was behind, but it's you're going to actually give the horse to your dog to play with. And it's done by Professional's Choice. It's kind of neat.
It's a little stuffed horsey that your dog can chew on. And, is there anybody else that's having a problem with this mentally, that you're teaching your dog to chew on your horse?
I know. It's like
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
I know it's a miniature horse and they're not associating the two, but mentally that's where I went.
Yeah, maybe this is a totally inappropriate.
Yeah, maybe we should cross this one off the list. Yeah, I'll tell you what's even better than this one is Jamie, host of the morning show, just posted right 2 hours ago, Chris. She rescued a basset hound.
Oh my God, he's so
Lucky.
cute.
And
he
Lucky
could chew on this horse if he wanted to.
Lucky's had almost $2,000 worth of medical work. He's ancient, and he was going to be put down, and she got it like an hour before it was going to be put down at the pound. Brought Lucky home, had all the medical work done, and this is the happiest. We met this dog when we were out on our trip. This is the happiest basset hound you ever found. And she turned around and ordered a weather-beaded dog blanket and took a picture and posted it on Facebook, and it is the cutest thing ever, seeing this rescue basset with the weather-beaded blanket.
Oh, we have to share that on Equestrian Collections Facebook, because that is just wonderful.
It is. So maybe that's a better choice than teaching your dog to eat your horse.
Teaching your dog to eat your horse. I think if there was my horses would be eating the dog. I don't know about you guys, but dog versus horse. Dogs don't usually tend to win that one.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. But
right.
yes. Do you still have your greyhounds as well?
Oh, yeah. She's sleeping right under my desk right now. She's right here.
Yeah, that is wonderful.
Yep. Love the greyhounds. All right, well, let's go on to the next one. Sorry, didn't mean to cut that one short, but it disturbed me. So the next one's from the Barn Buddies Guide. And, we always have those gifts that you want to get your friends at the barn, but you don't have a lot of money to buy 10 different people stuff, right? And you have to get them all a little something, or they get, somebody feels left out. So you got that thing going on. This is the perfect price point and the perfect gift because everybody can use one. And it's the Tech Trek cell phone holders. Tell us about those.
Yeah, they're just cute. They're from a company that we love that does beautiful gifts for the holidays in particular. They're all really horse related, and they create them all themselves. This one that I'm looking at. It's got a beautiful equestrian theme on it, but it's a phone holder, a phone case. And this is kind of what they do is they find functional things that we all need, and then they make it equestrian, make it horsey, so that we can buy it for gifts, give it as a gift, and so on. And the quality on these things is always so good. And, you kind of look and go, we're so pleased to have them in our industry doing this because, big companies don't do horsey things. And it takes a company with all this passion that they have, that they bring, that creates all these beautiful gifts. We have the whole collection up on Equestrian Collections of the Kelly gifts. And this is just one of them that we picked because they're super cute. Also, as I say, the quality is always so good. So you're not getting kind of a cheap and chintzy thing that's equestrian. You're getting something that is super well made, well thought out, but with that little touch of equestrian that we all like. So people look and go, oh, do you have a horse? That's what you're going to get with this. As you get your phone out, people are going to ask you about your horse, and that's what we all want. So.
And this has a belt loop and clip attachment, so it can go either way. It's also machine washable. Now, this measures 5.5 by 3.2, 3.25. So you'll have to make sure, like my big Samsung Note wouldn't fit in it.
Oh, yeah, your big clunker of it.
No, it won't fit in it, but any average size normal phone will.
You can find them anymore. They're all huge.
Yeah, they are getting bigger, but I'm sure they'll be coming out with new ones too. That's $14.99. You can find those at equestriancollections.com. And Chris, we only have time for one more. One of the things I wanted to remind people is that the gift guides are all accessible from the homepage at equestriancollections.com. And one of the gift guides is the horse guide with tons of different ideas for your horse if you want to buy your horse a gift, which really means you're buying yourself a gift, but we don't look at it that way.
Oh, no. The horses actually know when you buy them a Christmas gift. They definitely, they know it's for them.
Oh, and your husband knows that you're buying your horse a gift and not spending a thing on yourself. Yeah, your husband knows that too.
It's not for me, darling. It's for my horse.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
that
exactly.
works so well. I want to skip down because we always are looking for things for our trainers. And sometimes, you got your trainer, you've had them for years, and you want to do something really special. And that's what you brought to the table with our last product here. It's from the Trainer's Guide, which gives you a whole bunch of choices for your trainer. And that's always the hardest person to buy for because they truly have everything. But you found something that they may not have and would really be a special gift for a special trainer.
Yeah, I tell you what, it was funny because we sat down and we all talked about our trainers, right, and what we would like to give them. And I kind of kicked it off with, well, maybe it should be it wouldn't be a large price tag on it that would stay within a certain range. And we thought of all sorts of great stuff which is there underneath the trainer's guides as well. But then someone said, most barns, what they do, everyone gets together, and because we all love our trainers, so we want to buy something that is really, really special. and to show our appreciation of all the hard work that our trainer does for us, all they do for our horse, and so on. And so, that was kind of why we came up with a Tucker Tucker tweed purse, because the quality is beautiful. It is a higher price point, and we put it in there because we wanted it to be one of the things where 5 or 6 or 7 or 12 people in the barn who love their trainer can buy something that is really significant, that is beautiful, that will last, and that says thank you for every single thing that you do for me, from all of us. And that is why that particular purse is there, because everyone loves Tucker tweed purses. They are just phenomenal.
Yeah, I've felt and touched and oohed and awed over their entire line of bags. We see them at Ada, Glenn, every time we go, and they really are. It's a nice quality bag, and so it's a great group gift. So everybody can pitch in just a couple of bucks, and your trainer will be so stoked to get one of these bags. Definitely.
Oh yeah. I don't know of a trainer that wouldn't just well up and cry if they got one of those. They're so beautiful. They really are.
All right. Glenn, is that in your budget?
My wife has a purse fetish, so I have to be careful showing her anything to do with purses, because she truly would buy every one she ever saw. Glenn.
Yes. Yeah. I could help you with that.
Sure you could.
I'll let her know.
I just heard from the other studio. I heard that, so she was listening too. I'm in trouble. But yes, this has been great. There are a lot of different guides that we didn't mention here. You go to equestriancollections.com and just click on the big banner at the top of the page that says Get Gifted, and you'll find all the different guides there, holiday fashion and horse gifts and everyone we talked about, fashion riding boots, all different kinds of things. Dream gifts, you can find them all there at equestriancollections.com. And don't forget the free shipping. So that's over $79. You get free shipping by using the coupon code GetGifted, all one word, GetGifted. And you'll get free shipping all the way now through December 25th, right?
That is correct. Yeah, all the way through to Christmas, you're going to be able to use that coupon, and it is especially just for you.
Now, I have one more question for you. I am a horse husband, and sometimes we get lazy, and we just want to buy a gift certificate. Can I still do that at Equestrian Collections?
Yes, you can. Right now, it's over the phone, but within the next day or two, we've got some beautiful new designs of gift certificates that we're going to be offering on the site. So the answer to that is yes, of course, and then it's in any denomination.
Okay, good, because, I'll be doing that on the 24th. So
yes, and we will email it to you, so it's instant.
Good. Because
so you can,
then I can do it on the 25th. I'll be perfect. It'll be great.
Yeah, there you go. And free shipping on your email.
Because that's right. Because that morning I go, we didn't get Helena anything again, and then we have to go shopping quick. So no, I'm just kidding, Helena.
That's okay. I don't really want any gifts for the holidays.
All right, I'll tell your boyfriend you said that.
That's fine. It's my birthday. I want the presents.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, so whatever you would have spent for me on the holidays, just add that to my birthday.
Now her birthday is December 26th, but that's okay. Yeah.
I knew that. I have daughters either side of the 25th, and they absolutely want the separation of the two things. And they do like their birthday. They want their birthday gift.
Well, let's just be clear. My birthday is in July. It's July 6th.
Okay.
Yes. It's July 6th, everybody.
I was giving you 2 birthdays this year, Helena.
That's fine. I'll take it.
Thank you, Chris, for stopping by. We really appreciate it. It's good to have you back again. This is fun.
It was wonderful. Lovely to get together with you and Helena. It's always so much fun.
Don't forget, Monday is the Radiothon. We will be live from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Helena is going to be joining us. Which hour are you, Helena?
I'm at the noontime hour.
You're at noontime. So if you want to call in, we are giving away over $3,000 in prizes that day. And you can stop by and give us a call. Helena would love to hear from you, and I would too. I'll be on as well. But Helena's on. The Stable Scoop is from noon to 1 o'clock. I will tell you that we have Templeton Thompson booked for that hour, and I have some other special friends booked for that hour as well. And the way you qualify for the over $3,000 in prizes is either one, send us a voicemail, which we've gotten a few for Stable Scoop. Send us a voicemail ahead of time. You can go to horseradionetwork.com and click on the banner in the middle of the page there for the Radiothon. Gives you all the instructions how to do that. Make it clever, make it fun, make it simple. Doesn't matter. It can be just a Merry Christmas from you and your horses to us, or whatever you want to do. Or many of you have gotten really, really creative with poems and songs. Some of them have come in with songs that people sung while riding or driving their horses. I mean, you can hear the clippity-clops in the background. It's so cool. You've been very creative this year. We want to get more of those in, though. Or you can call us live that day. Either way, the voicemail or live will get you in the running for the prizes that we're giving away every hour. To give you an idea, on Stable Scoop Hour, we are giving away Smooth Stride riding jeans worth $115. So we'll be giving that away just that hour, and we're giving away prizes every hour. As well, I want to mention many of the products that Equestrian Collection sells will be part of our grand prize. Benefab Smart Scrim ceramic sheet worth $350 will go. These four things are going to go to one winner at the end of the day. Our grand prize winner will also get 2 half gallons of Soar No More, the Performance Ultra. So that's almost $200 value. Dublin Lifestyle boots worth $270, and a Weatherbeater medium blanket. All four of those things are going to go to one grand prize winner. That's going to be a good Christmas for somebody.
Yeah, that's worth Christmas gifting.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, and we have prizes all day long. It's incredible, the amount of prizes. And, Weatherbeat is the title sponsor for the day. Horselovers.com is our voicemail sponsor, and we appreciate both of them being involved. So get involved. Send your horselovers.com voicemail to us, or call us live that day and say hello to Helena and I. It's a Christmas party. We just want to know about your holidays. I will tell you 2 of the big names that have been booked so far, and there are a lot more coming in, is the opening interview is with Charlie Daniels. Jamie and I got to record that ahead. He talks about Christmas and being on the ranch, and he was so freaking nice. It was incredible. That was a great interview. And then also Debbie landed the big one. Debbie from Horsemanship Radio already did an interview with Bob Baffert, of course, the trainer of American Pharoah. And he talks about his life growing up, and when he talks about American Pharoah, you are all going to cry.
Oh, so I'm crying already. I can feel it.
Yes. He didn't want to stop the interview. She said, okay, pretty much said, hey, we're done. And he kept going. So because he was just so emotional about talking about all of this. You're going to love it. It's on the Radiothon on Monday. Well, thanks again, Chris. EquestrianCollections.com is where you can find all of the great products and gift ideas. Head on over there today. You have a great Thanksgiving there, Chris.
Well, thank you, and to you too, both of you, and to everybody who's listening.
Thank you.
We'll see y'all. See you Monday.
And hoping that you're warm and home and safe, surrounded by your herd, singing peace on earth and happy ye holidays.